salty, funky, yeah. Get salty, that's it. Get all the funky salt out, Get salty, yeah, sweat it with the salty crew, yeah, Get salty, that's it.
Pow, 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 say, pow, pow, pow.
Jumping with your legs, spit that fire, Gordon Ramsay. I be coming from behind, but you never saw it coming.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Sand, hello. Cat, hello. Hope you're all doing well. If audio is a little... Metroid, hi. Hello. How you doing? If audio's a little weird today, I just did a massive overhaul of my audio settings. So, let me know if things sound weird. The major thing that I really did is I changed my headphones. I finally got a new pair of proper studio headphones, so I can actually hear myself. I've got like the full audio monitoring without a delay, so I can actually hear myself when I'm talking. Not a big deal. Like, if everything sounds good, it's fine. It did require me to reroute a bunch of my audio, so like there's a chance that there might be some doubling and stuff like that. So if you do catch anything wonky, just let me know, and I'll try to figure it out. It should be fine, though. It should be okay. But I hope everybody's had a great week so far. I was busy Monday night, so I couldn't stream. And then I was also out Tuesday. But I'm really excited to get back to Sanabi. This game has been really fun. It's been... I feel like we made really good progress on it on Sunday. So, yeah. Things are good. Other than that, honestly, same shit. Same shit as always. I'm hoping that we get through Sanabi in the next 2 streams. Your AC is on? Already? Let's go. Legata, hi. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know how far we are, but I know the game isn't huge, so I'm assuming we're like a good chunk in. Cal, hello. It's Metroid. Metroid is so cool. Legata, you're right. Metroid is so fucking cool. That is a fact. Nani? Agreed. Agreed. Sand, I hope you enjoy your luxury nani. Silly thing I found out just before going live. You spent so much money on that nani? You did. My cat just got back from plushie ER. Big tub of water with anti-dye. Okay. Went to the washroom. Oh no. But is cat anti-blued? Anti-bluified now? Has cat returned to regular hue? So there's a Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set coming out in like 3 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks. And so they're starting to tease the cards from the set, and there's been a lot of really fun ones. But the thing that I just found out that I really do like is obviously there's a Sid card. And there's only one Sid card, but they did 15 alternate arts for the Sid card. For the Sid in every Final Fantasy from 1 to 15. So even though it's the exact same name, cost, power, toughness, and effect, they did 15 alternate arts for it, which is hilarious. And yes, Mara, That's the other fun thing. You can have as many cards, many Sid cards in your deck as you want. You're not limited to 4. So you can have Infinite Sid if you really want to, which is hilarious. Yeah, let me know how it plays on Arena. Pella and I are going to be doing the pre-release, and then I will probably just proxy the shit that I want. I do need to get the Hildebrand card, whether I get it from doing the pre-release or proxying it. I do need to have the Hildebrand card, and I am going to build a zombie deck around it, just so that I can use the flexing zombie tokens, because it's fucking hilarious. If I can be thankful for playing 14 for one reason, it just means that I get more of the cards, honestly. Pre-release, what's that? So the week before a set comes out, local game shops will do a limited tournament where you can get a pre-release pack, which has 6 booster packs, and you get it early, and it has like a promo card and stuff, and then you do a sealed deck draft tournament with other people at the game shop, and then you get to keep the cards afterwards. So it's a way to get the set a week early and play around with it, but it's also just like a really fun way to play. I love doing limited format, like doing drafts and sealed decks and stuff. The only reason why I don't do them more is because I don't really want to give Wizards of the Coast my fucking money in. So we're doing it once because Pella's never gotten to do a pre-release before, and doing this one, I think, will be, if there was a pre-release to do, it's this one. Venters!
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
We are talking about MTG. We're talking about the Final Fantasy set that comes out in like 3 weeks. Aren't you glad I suggested to do the Hildebrand quests? Yes, I am. I still think that the Hildebrand quests might have been my favorite part of all 170 hours I played. They were very fun, and I really am glad we did them. You just signed up for the Final Fantasy pre-release as well? Hell yeah. Haven't done an MTG event since 2011. I'm probably going to get destroyed. I mean, it plays the exact same way. Just power creep is real. I think more than anything... I think more than anything, you're going to go, why is this a comment?
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
Hell yeah. And yes, Sand, it was 170 hours. It was 170 hours, yeah. In-game. Haven't done the post-dawn trail Hildy quest? You gotta. Go do them. Go do them. You're so brave for that, Salt. I keep my promises. Oh yeah, the Transformer cards were really fun. The Transformer cards were really fun. But no, more than anything, like when I play now, I just am kind of blown away by the power creep. I did a draft recently, and I was like, what do you mean there's a 1/2 for 1 mana? Why is that allowed? Just silly shit like that. I had a card that was a 4/3 trample, and no one can gain life for 3 mana, and it was an uncommon. And I'm like, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be uncommon. That's insane. 4/3 trample for 3 is nuts. I'm also objectively terrible at MTG according to my friends. Who cares? And yeah, counterspells are so expensive these days. They are, but they're also not. Because while counterspells won't go past the 2 mana threshold, there's so many other options now. There's bounce, there's removal, there's exile. Like, honestly, counterspells aren't really that worth it. They're good for tempo, but like a lot of times people can just recurse things out of their fucking graveyard anyway. So you're better off fucking exiling shit so it just can't come back. Blue still is one of the, if not the strongest color in Magic by far. Even with things getting more power creepy, blue has always been the most powerful color in Magic, and it still is. How easy is it to get a bunch of random cards in MTG Arena? I think when you start, they just give you a fucking bunch. I feel like I'd play more if I had more toys. I think when you start in Arena, they give you a whole bunch, and like whenever you open packs, you get wild cards, and you can use those wild cards to get the rarer cards you need to complete decks, blah, 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 blah. So like, it's pretty good in terms of not ripping you off while still really wanting you to spend money. Screw blue, green is Big Stompy. Green is Big Stompy, and we love green. We love green. I think green is one of the best colors in the game to a point. And then after that point, blue takes over. I think like green is the best color until you get ultra competitive, and then blue becomes the best color by a long shot. But I digress. The point is, the Final Fantasy set looks really fun, and I can't wait to play it. And make silly decks with it. Let's play some Sanabi, because I want to be a samurai. I love when you start talking about MTG and I just sit here with elevator music in my head, like a particularly fluffy and brainless cat. That is fine. MTG is not for everybody. But I like it. Hehe. If it makes you feel any better or gives you something of interest, my most powerful deck is a deck of fluffy bunnies. You know, that kind of sucks that it feels like there's a best color, because for real, I think they should all be balanced, but that's me. I agree. And for the most part, it is really balanced. Like, when we're talking about what colors are best, it's, from my perspective, it's like which ones I feel like are the easiest to